don't mind the crazy hair. And today I am at New Bedford Whaling Museum. And I've been here a million times, but they have a couple new things, like this is like the mouth of a whale, a right whale, and it's just, next to me, it's like huge. I'm 5'1", and that's just massive. These look like they're representations of the different whales of the tail and temperaments, which is just mind-boggling. And over here they have a little display about the ghost whales. And it says here, Entangled Ghost Whales, sculptures by I'm guessing it said Christian Rivik, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong. If you'd like to read the little plaque, you can pause here. This sculpture here was this whole thing up to the mouth. That's so crazy. Oh my goodness. And up here there's a, I forget what this one is, I think it's this one here is a blue whale that I'm showing. And over here, this is a humpback whale skeleton, which is just, the fact that they have these is like so crazy. I love them. This one is a North Atlantic right whale skeleton. Okay, this is super cool. They have a little display about the size of a blue whale heart. And I'll show you in a minute how big this thing is. Your mind is just gonna be blown. I mean, really? This is the actual size of a blue whale heart. And they've made this model so you can like climb inside of it, which is just crazy. Oh my goodness. So fascinated by this here. They have this flask here that this oil flask, and the oil in this flask is slowly seeping out of the bones of the skull in this skeleton here. And according to this, it says the oil in this flask is slowly seeping out of the bones of the skull of Kobo, our blue whale skeleton. Kobo has been hanging in this gallery since 2000 and has been dripping oil nearly every day. The oil has been collecting in this flask since May 17th, 2010. The team that has assembled Kobo has estimated the process may take until 2060, potentially longer to finish. So that's kind of cool. Blue whale, I was showing you a minute ago. Here in the second one. Well, all the skeletons. And from up here you can see how huge this heart is. And just, but it still just boggles my mind how big it is. And then compared to the tails back there, oh my goodness. Oh, there's more ghost is that? Nice. This is really cool. Here they're showing digital acoustic recording tags that they've come up with over the years. Well, these aren't all of them, obviously, but these are just a few prototypes and a few that they've used in the past for studying ocean life and whatnot. So I thought that was really cool. Apparently use this to listen underwater. I think this is one of my favorite areas. Here in this room they have a sperm whale, and you can see how freaking giant they are. Oh my goodness. Oh, so big. I'm 5'1". So this thing is massive. Just, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. This kayak is from, where is it from again? Kayak from Kings Island, Alaska. The fact that people used to use those types of materials is kind of, it's just mind-boggling to me. It's so intense. And here's some tools that they would have used. Some harpoons. This is my kind of right here. I love how they have this skeleton, human skeleton right here for scale. Oh, cool. You can listen to different marine mammal sounds on here, and they have the whole database. That's so cool. Bearded seals. So one of the staff people just said that on their website they have a link to the database. So I will put that in the description for the database of the different sounds that marine animals are. Always changing it up in here, so I never entirely know what to expect. So the layout's a little different than when I was here last, but oh, they still have this stuffed penguin. Hey dude, what's up? Long time no see. This is a taxiderm specimen of an Arctic emperor penguin. Thing's good. I'd say 3 feet tall. They're pretty big. I always forget how tall they are. And of course you can't go to a whaling museum without running into, guess what? The ivory trade. They had This museum has a pretty decent collection of ivory pieces. I'm not sure if all of them are ivory, but a good chunk of them are. There's just so much at this museum in such a small space. See, not all. There's a couple shots. There are so many artifacts in this museum. It's always so difficult to see everything because the information is so dense here. But like, I swear, even with some of the displays like these, I am still seeing something new every time because they have a few sections that tend to stay here, and this is one of them. And I've always had a fascination with ivory. I don't know why. I always have since I first came here in like 3rd or 4th grade. So, and this over here always boggles my mind. These are all like canes and stuff made of ivory, or at least mostly. So, I think that's pretty cool. So these are scrimshaw canes, walking sticks. And then this chair is just, oh my goodness. This is cool. This here is a scrimshaw banjo. I can get far enough away. There we go. Full picture. Looks so cool. And then there's a little description. It's a scrimshaw banjo, American minstrel type. That's so cool. I'll always have to point out this clock because one of the people that used to work in my apartment building, Dominguez was dubbed the mayor of Wamsutta, and unfortunately he passed away a few months ago. And this clock, when they were renovating the building, Dominguez took this clock out of the clock tower in the building, and now the museum has it. And unfortunately Dominguez passed away, but Dominguez came here from, I want to say Portugal. I will correct myself later, I'm sure. But he worked in the Wamsutta building from the time he was about 16 to the time he passed. And when he first started working there, it was still a working mill, textile mill. So yeah, I think that always is close to my heart because Dominguez was an incredible guy and worked there his entire life, literally. So here's the backside of the clock, if you're interested. So yeah, but yeah, Dominguez literally worked in the Wamsutta building for, let's see, I want to say he was in his 80s, so he worked in the building 60 years, about almost 70. So yeah, I'll always love that clock. Now this is pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's out of order, but usually you can take this off and listen to the stories of people that used to work in the mills here in New Bedford, because there was quite a few mills here in the area, because we're right by the water and it's perfect for cooling and whatnot. So it's great for when you're in a factory setting, and yeah. So there's a lot of textile mills, as it was a huge thing around here, so. And the fishing and whaling. I always love coming up here, out on the observation deck, here at the Whaling Museum, because it's just, the view is just gorgeous. And they do have a couple of these telescoping things that you can look at stuff close. We got another one over here. view is just gorgeous. To me, this is the biggest and best part of the whole museum is the Lagoda. You can have your picture taken out here at the ship's wheel. I remember the first time I came here, I was in, I want to say 4th grade, and it wasn't, the Whaling Museum wasn't that big yet at that point, so it was, the main exhibit was the Lagoda, and of course since then they've expanded a lot, but this is always my favorite part. So this before, this is a Bedford. This is ink on seal skin. The Eskimo language group lives in the southwestern portion of Alaska, including Norton Sound, Bristol Bay, and as far west as St. Lawrence Island and the Bering Sea, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Hunting marine mammals as a lifestyle. The Yupik celebrate the lives of the animals and their own relationships to them in a number of ceremonies and other festive gatherings, including the bladder ceremony, or the Feast of the Seal's Soul, where the bladders are hunted, seals were put back into the sea, thus freeing the soul. And that's according to this little thing, little plaque. Words are difficult apparently. This thing is huge. This guy is a northern fur seal. This thing is massive. Like, wow. I never realized they were that big. They're huge. This is a Flemish cloak, sorry. And it's, I don't know much about it, but it always fascinates me. Since we can't go completely inside the ship, they have these little windows that you can look through. And I assume this would be probably the captain's quarters, maybe, because it's all nice in there.
You ain't kidding me. Is it hanging out?
Whenever I come here, I'm never quite sure how to film the pagoda because it's such an awkward size, and I'm not going to go on the boat today because there's so many kids, and I've been on inside of it a million times. It's just there's so many people today, but it's been here over 20 years, I think. Sorry, I keep saying pagoda. It's the Lagoda, Lagoda. I've told it.
None of us, of you.
See how tiny it is up here? Here is where they would melt down the fat from the whales, right there.
That was it? Yeah.
This is where they used to melt it down.
That's the front of the bubbles.
that the Lagoda, I knew this was a replica, but I just learned that this replica is half the size of what it actually originally was. And I didn't realize that before until now, which it makes total sense now. So this is half the size of what it should be. So that makes more sense. Shows how this little row shows how they potentially lived back at that time. And this is a relatively recent installment, maybe less than a year, I want to say. So, but there's a little fireplace, and it's just so cool. And the beams, this is so cute. I just love the way it looks.
But not good enough to be on the map. Not good enough to be on the map.
Excuse me, jeez. This piece is it's a version from 1805 to 1852. It belongs to this here what I'm going to do to have some of these pieces. Sometime after 1874, it's a bronze statue by Pearpoint Manufacturing Company. So that is all for today. I've spent about 2 hours here. They opened at 9. And I walked in as they were opening, so I've been here about 2 hours. And I know I didn't look at everything. So I always enjoy this museum. I'm always seeing something new that I haven't seen before. So I really enjoyed this museum, and I figured I'd come today for a free fun Friday. So I had fun. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm not sure if I'll be posting next week or not, but we'll see how, depending on my schedule. So yeah, and I'll see you either next week or the following week, depending on how my time works out this week. So have a good week. Bye.